introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, so my name is Amos. I am a Chinese Singaporean, and today we'll be doing our podcast together. So
Yeah.
look forward to what's to come.
Yes, and very interesting questions. I think just a little. Yeah. Got very interesting questions with him, and planning to talk about that. And it is very interesting. Faith. What else?
Um,
What is your beliefs and
yes.
faiths, and it's something like cross culture because I am Hema, as you all know. I'm Hema Dudwal. I am Indian, staying in Singapore from many years now, like it's almost 12 plus years. I'm staying in the same condo. You can see this beautiful condo around. It's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love the vibes here, so I'm not able to go out from this condo as yet, still sticking here. So yeah, so and I was in education. Initially I was in education and shifted, like I always call myself I am a jack of many things and master of one thing. And what is that one thing, I will let you know later on.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
And jack of many things. So like I was in education, I was teaching in IB school. I taught there for many years, and then I was also volunteering myself to other many places. And one of his was this mental health organization, Brahm Center, and there I volunteer very regularly. And then I was working there during my COVID time as a program leader, and I worked there for 2 years, and that was such a lovely experience. Was then my this Instagram journey started, and now I'm full-time YouTuber and influencer. And I don't like to call myself influencer. I love to call myself content creator. Okay.
Do you want to test my earbuds first? No.
So we have to end. I can see Miss Suchi is there.
Hey, Miss Suchi, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Miss Suchi? That will be our testimony that yes, we are audible,
Yeah, then.
because we are trying something. We are trying something with the
Oh, she
mic.
can hear us. Okay.
Is it loud and clear? Loud
Okay.
and clear. Like almost you go back there and see
Okay.
whether you are
Am I
audible.
audible? Am I able to be audible?
Now he's audible.
Can you hear me?
Like he's gone little back. Go a little more back.
Okay. Okay.
So Miss Suchi,
Are we
Amos,
good?
Amos is audible.
Yeah, can I be heard?
Yes. Oh, thank you, Suchi. You're such a help. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna edit this part later.
So we don't have
Yeah.
to. No, we don't have to let it be, because live is live. You can't edit.
You
I think Amos doesn't
that's
know
true.
that lives cannot be edited. It
Uh,
just go live until unless we are doing. So we are learning, actually. We both are learning in the same time.
yeah.
So because I've gone many a time live, so Amos was quite fascinated, and we are both doing live together.
Yeah.
So what was your topic, Amos? I have introduced myself as, like I told na, that jack of many things. So one was like teaching, then I was a program leader, then I become influencer, and then content creator, YouTuber, and also I collaborate with many brands. But my main passion is wellness, health, and sustainability is my passion. Now please introduce yourself also a little bit to other people, and whoever is watching, please don't forget to ask questions if you want to ask.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you, Miss Suchi, for the feedback. So hi
Yeah.
everybody. My name is Amos. I am very thankful to
Come
be
closer.
on the podcast with Hema. So I am turning 25 this year. I am a Chinese Singaporean that came from traditional educational route, thanks to our government. And I guess why I decided to pursue marketing and enter this route of being an influencer is because I went through quite a tough route, in the education side, and I realized that I'm somebody who don't really like to follow the norm. In fact, I like to defy traditional norms, and so that's why I'm always trying things, always experimenting. And to me, in my 20s, adulting it can be messy, but it can be a controlled mess. And I guess it's only when you try then you know. So this is my first collaboration with Hema, and I look forward to what's to come lah. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Amos, I think I totally resonate with you. Once you try, if you not try, you'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always good to try something. And nowadays, definitely the norms of education is also changing.
Yeah.
People are trying new things and practicing new things and making their own new ways.
Yeah.
which is a very good thing. Yeah. Okay, so let's over to the question and answer rounds. We
Yes.
have, for this live specifically, we were thinking to, ask few cultural exchange things. So, what was the first question, Amos?
So the first question would be, where did you grow up, and what was your family like?
Okay. First, can you let us know about your upbringing also a little bit.
Okay.
Same question. Okay.
Okay.
Come closer.
So for myself, I grew up with three brothers, and to me that journey was kind of interesting, and I grew up wishing that I had a sister, be it older or a younger sister, because um, when there's guys at home, I would say that the environment tends to be less livelier. This is something I observe, disclaimer, in case you stand me or whatnot.
I totally understand. Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
many people they are whoever is there. I think 5 people I can see. They are here, and they totally resonate. Girls
yeah.
always bring a light. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they bring more liveliness to it, and it is very interesting to I always wonder what if I could have a sister, to bring her out to eat, to go shopping with her, and all the what ifs actually were there when I was younger. But as I get older, I guess it's accepting where you're at and making the most of what you have, because blood is thicker than water. So honestly, it's the tough times that strengthen people lah. Yeah. So growing up with three brothers and coming from um, in a more traditional faith, in terms of like beliefs, I would say that that's where most of my values also came from. My own beliefs in how the world is run, um, whether people are good or bad, and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Now over to me. Well, I grew up like my dad was in army, so he was in infantry. So I've got a best exposure of all the states. Because India, back in India, we have like lot of cultural mix, right? So every state represents different cultures. So since and that's I feel that have made me more tolerant to change houses big and to get all the beautiful luxuries of whatever you can you name it, all the luxuries you get. Grown up with my siblings. I have two sisters and one brother. So we were like and we never had a a desire to make a friends, but we had a lot of friends. Of course, my sister's friends were my friends, my brother's friends were my friends. So it was like a big it was a beautiful environment to grow. Actually, I am very thankful for that to my parents. They have given the best of everything. And then after I have so my beliefs were always like in our household there was a freedom and freedom of expressions, and we were able to put across whatever comes your head. So being a middle sister, I was like uh, very dependent on my elder sister, and yet bossing to my younger sister. So I have done both the roles very perfectly. So
Nice.
yeah, so it was a very good upbringing, I'll say, in India, in various states. And yes, that have made me a person how I am very flexible. I don't throw tantrums so much, and I enjoy new things. I'm very open to new things. Yeah.
Hence this podcast. Hence this live
And this lives
YouTube.
also, yes.
Yeah.
So this is also like we are doing first time, but yes, I think I hope you are enjoying so far
Yes.
from my platform. Yeah. Okay, what is the next question, almost?
So, what is one core belief or value that has anchored you till today?
Okay, so if like there's a lot of values which stays with me, like I've always like since my childhood I always believed that in my household actually the environment was such
Yeah.
that I was taught that if you are good, good will happen to you, right? So I have carried it to till my since like now I believe the same. And I believe very strong believer of karma philosophy, which is a very subtly says that keep doing good and good will comes to you. So whatever energy you radiate, you get that energy. Yeah, whatever goes from you, like if I'm being good with people, the good will come back to me. This is the karma philosophy says. But I've seen this, like in my whole life also, I've seen that when you are focusing on good, the good will happen and the good will grow.
Right.
And if you are too much focused on something, like somebody have criticized you or something, somebody have scolded you or something bad have happened, and if you keep focusing on that, na, I've seen automatically, that thing
Will
look
grow.
like a mountain to you. So how you can make that mountain into a small mole is like, just leave the focus from there and keep your focus on something good. What do you think about this?
I very much resonate with the whole um, investing in good and sowing in a good to have good comeback, because I was taught um, about the cosmic universe out there that basically is unseen, and they actually do reward people. So having to do good and then having it come back, not fully knowing how or what
When?
it operates, but knowing that you choosing to do good, to bring good into this world, and for it to come one round back to you, no matter how long it takes, is something that actually I've grown up to realize that it actually works. You
Yes,
know,
it does. And
yeah,
one more thing is, when we are doing good, we should not focus on getting something. Your
yeah,
intention should not be, I'm doing good because I'm going to get that. No. Then it will be, it will be zero down. So always say, do it with the intention that I like it and I want to do it. It will automatically come. You don't know in what way, you don't know when, you don't know how, but it will come back. This is a universal law. Yeah.
100%. I agree. I agree.
Yes?
Hence,
Okay.
hence, yeah. So for me, my own core belief would be knowing about how there is this personal being out there who always cares, who always gives, because we humans are finite, and so as a result, you need an infinite being to then give. There needs to be a infinite source to always give. When somebody's giving, somebody else is always receiving, right? So growing up in the environment in a more traditional setting and belief taught me that I'm always cared for, always protected, always guarded for, and whatever actions I do, they do have consequences, either in the near term, either in the long term, or even in uh, like an everlasting, eternal consequence, right? So what you do here actually matters. That brings about, you know, the consequences, no matter how, cosmic or short term, it always comes back.
Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I think very well said. Good. I'm very glad that the young Moss got a very deep thoughts.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what was the next? We are.
So the question that I would like to further explore is: do you ever question or ever reaffirm your faith throughout your growing years? Yeah, because it's something that I actually went through, and each time I question my faith, there is always a risk where you might actually decide to leave the faith or to deepen the faith. But each has its risk that one has to take on their own. And it's not a light decision, especially the older you get. It's also whether, it might be practical. Is it relevant? Is it useful in whatever areas of life that you have? So that is something that I've always thought deeply about. I've never really shared much about online, but it's something that I've always think to myself from a more introspective point of view, especially as an introvert. But this route isn't for the faint of heart nor for introverts alone, lah. So you have to, be willing to share these things and discuss
Okay.
about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Okay. Cheers
Thank you.
first. Kanji from my home,
Thank
fresh
you.
kanji. It's a probiotic drink. Okay, so did you this question? Most I'll say that yes, I've like I said, I've been in a household where my parents have always given me a freedom to question. So that's the beautiful thing about it. Is